get into the grand final. Are we going to get a rematch of Full Sense yesterday into it? Are we going to get Boom to have that upper rematch as well? Pistol round to start us off on Ascent. It says Ewok said the mirror. Who is better?
I got you for pistol, okay? How about that?
Continue with the first bloods. Is it going to be Famous, who's finally starting to find himself within this tournament?
No cheats, no tricks, all the same, even playing field. Famous's position. BTC does get spotted out.
Do I have you for pistol? Can I write it out in time?
Yeah, but a strong lean over towards the B side at the moment for Full Sense, and you've already starting to see that Boom are figuring that one out. A great scan, actually.
Chat, I close this after. Wait, let's think.
Couple of seconds again. No
okay, chat.
From Boom.
Chat.
Deeper,
I'm gonna wait for the pistol to end. I'm gonna do a 30 seconds. So it's in the time down after, so you all know the result of the pistol, and then you can all factor that in. Okay.
Tempered an approach right now, nice and calm. Not needing to oversend their position. They don't want to lose one in this pistol round, Komodo. Yeah. It seems like they're still turtling back outside B.
Fox still does have both shock darts as well. If they get an idea that these nanos are going to be just at the starting spot of the B site, they can be downed. But here comes the hit now.
Scan, Paranoia comes out.
They got 3 here. The Jets surely sends it.
But that's going to be
nice shot.
Full Sense at least.
Wait, he sent it through the molly. What a hero.
Getting it back. It's a trade out, however, Komodo. It's not
oh yeah, he wanted to send it until he saw the spike there.
Spike to be retrieved. Dart used nice and early. A single shocky, but the 1 versus 2, a full stick.
He got knife into Omen Flash.
To get him off it here, falls his way back into the boat shed. Now he has to try and isolate these jewels here. Zespy already up in his face. 10 seconds. Needs to find
Had the reload. Wanted to go for it. Okay, chat. 5 seconds. You ready? Wait, am I ready?
Getting the entry point here.
Even I'm not ready.
Great timing from Zespy on that Paranoia as well. I love the fact that he was just really solidified and staying over at the A site, refreshing the one-ways, making sure that he doesn't need to stick with the fight there. Can rotate back over with the team when the hit starts to come down on towards the site. A little bit of ill timing from the Boom guys actually on the site when they're trying to see Berserks jump up for these shots over towards the laneway. But in the 1 versus 2, Spike plant denied, as I'm mentioning, with the Paranoia. Frazzles the opponent, makes him fall back, and then it's just cleanly done from there on out.
Just for reference, I'm at 7-6.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Am I super behind?
I'm at 1-4, 3, 2.
All
right, I'm like 5 seconds behind on YouTube.
Okay, that's fine. I can. I managed to.
I'll switch to the Korean stream at some point, and then we'll only be like 2 seconds or such apart, I think.
Is the YouTube stream fine?
Yeah, the sound is fine, I think, on YouTube. If you want to try switching over at one of the rounds.
But this is mainstream. This is known.
Orb gathering moment.
Let me
Ability info.
I'll do it after this.
Sort of settling down for a second. About no mistakes here for Boom. And Berserks is able to deny one. Shoulder out onto Fox. Not really able to gather anything, but it's a little bit of a ruse here.
Yeah, just trying to see if he can draw any positions and players away from the A site, but it's not really happening.
Just on the other side of that dark cover. Waiting ever so patiently here. Now the info, now the take is going to start to come through, but NC Slasher, denial of service. Just chilling like a villain here. Dark cover goes back down, and looks like Full Sense are going to have to fall away.
Guys gonna walk again. I got a little bit of time to chat. Maybe flashbang.
No, you guys good. But with 30 seconds to go, it really is going to just be that management of the time yet again. A window of opportunity that Fox could have potentially gone in towards the B side, but you're always going to realize the fact that you don't know exactly where your opponents are there. Good positioning from Shiro to take the space with Famous in mid, but 15 seconds, Mitch, they just need to die.
Yeah, getting strangled, really. They just got to push up. Denial of cross.
Alright, chat, that was like
another one here. John Olsen tagged up in the process as well, so that's spiked down. And you're exactly right. Leviathan just needs to meet his maker. And Boom walk away with the second round here. Nice and easy.
Yeah, that was loud, chat. I
apologize. And how they can back
yeah, of course we can get this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw, you know,
wait, the YouTube one is so far behind. It's
something come through for Full Sense to reset themselves individually together as a team, because we've seen some great highlight moments come through from this team. We've got a team here
that is looking to get
back to an international stage, looking to get back to Thai Valorant, you know, being a powerhouse. They don't want to see, you know, a fourth Korean team. None of these 2 guys.
Yeah, we're changing to YouTube again.
Really is going to be the important round.
We're a little bit behind, but not too much.
But this one really is going to be the important round. It's still weaker.
Give me a little countdown.
Couple of light shields.
I just went into the replay.
Running in with the shotgun. So we'll see if the mid space is actually going to be respected. I love the idea of what Boom are doing, though. They're actually taking the deeper main space this time.
7, 6, 5, 4.
How's he so far?
How are we looking?
How are you more far behind?
What? I did have a skip, and it like skipped backwards, so I'll try to catch up again.
And use the drone to go in after this 0 point. I like that Famous isn't actually going to overexert himself, remove that.
You can 2 times have quite a good amount until it like fully stops, and then because you don't want it to fully stop.
He needs the timing.
I'm at 102.
He's got it too. No way. He's also managed to get that tailwind to get out of
Wait, he actually and he managed to pick up the gun.
He's notorious right now.
All right, I think I should be okay. I think I stopped right before.
5 HP and he's out. Zesby can continue
I'm at 53, 52.
Spike down in an actual problematic position there too.
Yeah, like 44, 43, 42.
Okay, yeah, I'm like 2 seconds behind, so I'll just leave it here. Because I don't want to accidentally make it fully stop and lag out.
No smokes from Leviathan. You actually just need to bully your way in to essentially the A site right now. You cannot contest with all the.
Bro, there was a mental play, and they honestly might win. We got 20 seconds left on this. Dude, what a big Joel KO. Wait. Damn, that was sick from the KO as well, man. The KO let the first guy just go through, didn't do anything. Just let the Jet go in. The Jet didn't dash and check both corners.
Yeah, he's not wanting to fill that Tetris block at the moment to clear the line. He's waiting for it to stack a little bit more.
Zarkanen, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thanks for the sign yesterday as well. Are you there again today, Zarkanen? Thank you for the 3 months, bro. I appreciate the sign and the support yesterday, man, as well. Thank you. Blurry, 1,600 also with the 3 months. Thank you for that also, dude.
Have that level of confidence to go in, and this is what I mean, you know, full sense. They don't know where to sort of position themselves. They caught off, and then they end up not clearing out.
Yeah, back to the pistols for full sense as well. Got to get a little bit more risky. They can push towards this orb. They'll get the Hunter's
Dude, that was the fact that play. He made that play look so easy. The Bucky into the Vandal pickup was awesome.
Pieces of utility. You don't want to see any overextensions from Boom. What's worked so far is gorgeous for them, and you start to get a sense of idea that it is A main control. Starting with the one way.
Just not worrying for full sense because they're picking Ascent like it's their best map or their best chance to win a map.
And it really could be, right? You know, they're in a bit of an awkward position, but with that Aldrin coming out, they should start to gather some info. The denial from the Paranoia and Zesby.
I mean, they get over towards the site pretty easy, yeah.
Has managed to at least push the narrative. Got them off the
they got Sova all.
We might very well see a spike down here, but
I was going to say, as this goes longer and longer, they're going to be tempted to use Sova all, but now not so much.
It'll be really late when they start to establish the spike now.
They might try to deny this straight off the rip, or will they? Just waiting for it. Again, it's just the thing about making them question their own decision-making here. Hero going out. It will be a little bit of a slow offense here. Now they start to push on in, trying to take all that control. Famous finding Leviathan. And Shiro another. It's just looking way too easy right now.
That was a nice retake, man. They took 2 bullets, that was it. One was through the smoke, and the other was as this guy dropped down, I'm pretty sure.
There is no hesitation at all. And they are looking just on point right now.
And the biggest thing that you need to see is the fact that they are cohesive in a situation like this as well to get into the grand final in front of your home crowd.
If you get that Bucky skin, you can frag like that. Sure.
Pack right now, and you can see the coordination from them. There was no second guessing.
It's a Bucky, bro. Everyone in the chat can use a Bucky.
I'll add the caveat that it is against an eco, but these are the protocols in a game of Valorant in a high stakes environment that you need to just ensure you're still able to do. You're not getting flustered. You're not getting worried.
Big buy round.
Lone Wolves.
You'd be surprised. A Bucky? You just go close and left click.
No operator for John Olsen.
Yeah, still with the Outlaw, so we'll see what damage can be delivered with this one. I mean, apart from PDC, the rest of the squad...
Nah, I'm built different. Okay.
And a fair bit of space here for free. What can they do?
They recon to try to get a kill through the smoke. We've got Killjoy now over towards a bus. Well, second big buy round. They put Killjoy over towards a... Damn, bro, where's my confidence? Why are we half peeking that from Sushi Boys? Full commit to that. He's shooting your turret.
So now you're going to transition into the trap that actually is a Paranoia from Zesby and all this Killjoy utility.
Get that info. Turret now destroyed. Gonna have to make this one work here, Komodo. Once again, Zesby been able to catch a few out with that Paranoia here. So walking on in, Berserk's the first take point. Spike drops
on his head.
BTC will meet his maker here.
Damn, he got a second.
And now they found a little bit of extra space here. Leviathan will try to slip the wickets from that Hunter's Fury.
I thought he got a double with that.
70 and a player advantage for this retake for Boom too.
Oh, we put a silver all into this one.
We've seen, you know, the Outlaw's not the best weapon, and now that Hunter's Fury goes out. Shiro narrowly missed. But that's good information, good damage here. Leviathan in the spot. He will be able to get that additional dark cover, but it looks like they're moving. NC Slasher.
Oh no, and they put a silver all into it.
We've seen him be in a big moment.
Oh boy.
It's so hard. You know, how are you supposed to get those 1v1 moments?
Oh, this is looking rough.
That's a rough start, man. As soon as that silver all comes on, you don't win the round. Dude, they're nervous though. You see Sushi Boys here just like not full commit after the guy is like shooting his turret. You gotta just send that and like full commit to whatever spray you're doing. He like did 2 bullets and jiggled back in.
You've got the player advantage going in towards the retake here, and it is 2 very.
I mean, I think Boom's really changed up also just how they've been playing. Like they're playing a lot faster now. Yeah.
Kind of push out through hell, but you're in just such a worrisome position.
I think that's catching Full Sense off guard a little bit.
So really well entangled.
Yeah, they're not giving him much space on the site.
Just bring it in and a timeout. I mean,
God, these are the worst timeouts. 5-0 down.
Because it's 5-0. You can still come back
everything's going wrong.
Out like this with some coach input, and you can come 7-5.
Boom, absolutely locked in right now. They have taken that momentum, the snowball. We're not even on Icebox. They are doing it all right.
What happened in the 13-0? I mean, that team's just legit, man.
And in front of the Indonesian
that team's just crazy legit.
Arena down here in Jakarta. It's the perfect moment for them to show their worth.
One of the problems that we saw for Boom specifically in their grand final for qualifying for this event was the players were so nervous. They needed someone to elevate them to get into it. We were questioning, what Boom are we going to be getting on the stage here? Are they going to fall by the wayside and disappear? Are we actually going to see someone bring them back and be brilliant? And the latter is true. Yesterday's performance into a stellar start so far on this defensive side as well. Can they continue it? I mean, it's got to be a daunting factor for Full Sense when you get absolutely obliterated for, you know, yesterday's game, and now you're coming in towards it and you're coming on a really rocky start. Ascent, in my mind, for both of these teams, is the most level playing field that you could start off a best of 5 for. And so far, Full Sense, their head's not in the game.
Again, just seems
they're just loads of pros out. That's pretty cool.
I think is the perfect way of doing it, and still potentially a little bit shaken from yesterday's series.
Yeah, well, we'll start to see if this is where they do bounce back, right? On the back of the timeout, small adjustments with a bit of a lean back towards this B side yet again, dodging out that 0 point, but no budging from Boom. They don't need to. An operator in the hands of Famous that has to give you a little bit of concern.
Found the space.
Yeah, and a deep dark cover as well.
According to me, which team gave SPG the best fight until now? I didn't get to watch all the games, man. I can't probably comment on it. The cop-out answer is people were saying in chat there was a team that was like 12-8 up against them. I can't. It might have been Boom. There was 12-8 up against them, and then they lost in overtime. Or was it Riddle? Oh, okay, yeah, Riddle. That's the game you guys were talking about. So it's probably that, but again, I didn't watch, man. So I'm pretty much just repeating what Chad said.
Super important here for these post-plans positions for Full Sense right now. They've set them up to perfection. Now they just need to make sure they can at least push back on this offense coming in from Boom.
SPG themselves said it was Riddle also.
There's the activation.
There we go.
Already looking to come in now. Famous clearing. Has those blades up. Looking for more.
What a shot.
PTC. Another frag to come out from this.
Yeah, nice luck on this one as well.
The flank and PTC. There we go.
Hey, much better. 4 people staying alive as well.
That is something they got taken their stride immediately.
Yeah, the fact that Fox repositions himself after he gets found by the 0 point as well.
Yeah, this was nice, man. This was good luck.
Them to stay in towards main, looking after the flank. You've got a dart that can come in later towards the tree on site. You can put it over towards the plat. You can get a great scan.
And now they're in a pretty good spot.
Normal tendencies, but the fact that he just
now they've got Killjoy ult. They're going to get it before their Killjoy ult.
With the team in a delayed crossfire as well, that works really well for Full Sense to close that round.
Good news is as well, like money-wise, 4 people can pretty much tank a death. Like they'll have jet knives, they can buy after this no matter what as well. Okay. Whoa, that is mental to do with Sova.
Gone for these peaks and now finally shut down.
Reading the play, finally seeing a bit of
my Sova just straight up running into B and facing. That's crazy.
John Olsen already trying to take point here, and again, they can't overlook Zesty.
Wait, they don't ever dash check this corner? There's no way. Is his sense not high enough to check both corners and he's on jet?
But he'll be shut up and shut down as Berserk's in the 1v3.
No lockdown either at the moment.
They recover pretty well.
Considering that Sushi Boys has gone for a bit of these later flanks, and when it goes towards this A site, I think at the moment.
I wonder if Boom have done like a little bit of anti, and one of their plans was, you know, the right side of A. This jet, when he dashes in, only checks left. And that's like twice now already within 7 rounds that someone's played on the right.
Save and reserve his
Could be.
another time. Making the right decision.
You don't see it repeated too often. So.
Yeah, you don't see it that often, especially like 7 rounds in.
Up their sleeve for the next round as well. Null command with a lockdown. That can actually be such just a normal execute, right? Drop the lockdown in, wait a couple of seconds to see if there's any aggression from Boom. Null command to remove the abilities, and then just walk into the open house. So I wouldn't be surprised.
We've got a game now, though.
Full Sense changing it up a little bit from a B split with a late.
See, I wonder if Boom calls the timeout here just because it feels like Full Sense kind of regrouped after theirs.
Yeah, I've worked it out. Especially like 1 round before you have to eco in theory if you lose. It would be a nice time. That's mad.
Yeah, I don't think
I think they're trying to play off the fact that Sushi. So you know, so they had a timeout here, right, chat, pretty much earlier. I wonder if this play here is to play off the fact that Sushi was nervous. It's like, if I watch that duel as a coach, I'm like, damn, this Killjoy does not want to be dueled, and that's why he went aggro with Sova. Because, I mean, it's very rare that you would see a Sova make the first play like that when you have a jet.
Actually, if there is an ult play at the moment, is there's no.
Chat, do you want this to be up slightly, or is it an okay level?
To take this line. Surely they're aware of it. Got to be confident with this information because is SB now picking up the sticks.
I would love to see a push in A main right now from Famous with that op when the dark cover goes down.
It's okay.
There's going to be such a problem for them on site. Actually good relocation as well to get the op back on towards the mid line, but if you miss a shot or hit the shot as Famous, you can actually get overwhelmed.
Not gonna matter. Looks like it's a little bit of a fake from this.
One pass and fake with the KO nade goes in, so they can't get close to here.
They're not clearing corners. Shiro, a person that was 9 in the previous round, has been punished and traded out.
Killjoy Joel.
Slasher gets 1 more for his trouble, but there's
this guy is really good as well.
And calm inside main.
He's got some nice aim on him.
And you've got a lockdown as Berserk, so you can let them go in towards the B site and try to drop it down, but PDC on the read. The shots need to come out. Now he's stuck, Mitch.
Oh, you're in trouble.
It's going to be a pincer approach now. The paranoia.
Oh, you're in so much trouble.
On in, but he's missed it. It's not going to matter, however. All onto Fox. Pushes on in. Has to go for this lockdown. Has to try and get the position.
Oh, yeah, that's a mouse bug. And he's dancing off the mouse bugs.
You dragged him all the way out of the site.
The dance after is amazing.
You're in the spectator slot for your team, and you know you're getting pushed.
These Boom guys just have good energy in the arena.
Yeah, they got great energy.
There and watch that one. You see them jump. Yeah. You have to have a laugh about that one as Boom, but for Full Sense, I mean...
I like the Killjoy over here as well. Like, they're not messing about. They know that if they lose, they're gonna reset.
Yep, yeah, we've all been there, the veterans of the TAC FPS, but I think that was a great approach there. Seemed like Boom were able to sort of regain some comfort in that round, and yeah, the crowd is just speaking for itself really at this point in time. I really hope you guys can hear
they've got, this is big though, chat. Right here, we get a full reset, 1-9, lost bonus, and we got 4 ults to make them do it, and it's like 2 of the big ones.
Still holding onto a bunch of these ultimates. Here's what I was saying for Shiro too, right? Fall back on.
And if Sushi goes down, he's got his Odin to protect the spam. We got 3 people here. I mean, Boomer in trouble, you would imagine. Wait, no Killjoy ult? Okay, I take it back. I take back. It is a pretty even one. Wait, now they Killjoy ult? What's going on? Do they want to duel them first so they're locked in, and then they have to push into them?
And now Famous trying to get in towards position. Nicely done.
What was this?
Left onto Fox here to try and recollect, to try and take point. They've heard the audible. Footsteps in, and again, it's not that clearance. Zesby in full control.
What?
Boom, realize the fact that at that late point when they're on the site,
I've never seen a Killjoy ult to like...
They cannot go to the back of the site to
It's like after you got through the choke point.
So they have to try and escape. But the fact that they do it in numbers, swing together, holding each other's hands,
you're wanting them to come fight you.
Highlight those flash
I don't get that, man. This round was so off.
It feels like something you didn't quite think through. Like you just think that it's going to extend your time, but obviously, like you said, the placement is it's not really serving much, I guess.
Yeah, because normally the main thing of it is to get through the choke point, but that's already at stairs, and then or like through market. I'm trying to work out if maybe like the idea is to make them fight you uncomfortably, like when time goes down, but.
Dark cover a little deeper this time.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, then the Jet can't play like that.
On the line.
Denied again. Famous Jet diff in the server. He's been doing so well. That's an excellent flash drive to get him out. Now Zesby trying to reposition, but Shiro can keep pushing them back. This is the thing. Look at them. Stunned. Deer in the headlights. They can't break through.
They've stopped on them. They have absolutely made sure that you cannot enter, you cannot pass go.
Do not collect $200. You will not buying a hotel on Mayfield. And now Famous gets the spot. Another shot again. It's one by one. Choo-choo, the train of Boom is arriving at the station. Leviathan.
It's on his head.
To deny.
The nice round as well.
They are doing
a great start.
Exactly what they did to Riddle yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. Just following in. It's like they haven't kind of changed between the secondary map to close the series yesterday in towards this one. Out the gates is swinging. You can just see, again, there's nothing too fancy coming out from Boom over at this A site, right? When the one-way smokes are going down.
Divine Evil with the 8 months. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate all that support, dude.
When they're not doing the
How's it been 8 months? Yeah, time goes fast, right?
Getting them in towards wine. They're continually changing it up. And even moving the Killjoy setup as well for Berserks is really making full sense question. Where is this util? What util do we have to put in to try and get on in?
Ooh. Berserk spotted out very early there. He's been peppered down. 14 points of HP.
This is nice though, right? They bought an Odin to spam him back. He knows that he went low HP, so he goes for this angle.
Unfortunately for Shiro with
still gets a good amount of damage, still makes him scared of B main. Get a little change up from him.
Dark cover one ways expire over at A. There was one that was dropped over at the B main entrance from Zesby as well.
Do you think the 13-0 ruined their mental? I think their confidence is taking a hit. At least some individuals. I'm not saying it overall.
They're just not on the same page. They're so split up. They're so in their own mind.
I'm telling you that duel here with the turret contact is like really telling. I've never seen a Killjoy play it like that. I would have such a go at my Killjoy if they played it like that.
You still have your alarm bot at the front of B main as well, so this actually should give Berserk's comfort in the fact that it is going to be. You got to call your boys back on over.
Big over rotation though, so there will be at least a bit of a weakened approach. Alarmbot denied, Cloudburst in. Now they try to make the entry in, but John Olsen taken very low.
Oh, he's opened the door.
Absolutely, pretty bold, right?
It was close.
I think he thought it was down. I think he thought it was up.
He's done it again. It has been the diff over.
It's a good trade at least. Great shot. And this guy's playing great.
More notorious. Superstardom is his destiny. Sushi Boy's trying to find.
What a shot, man. He's hitting some lovely shots right now.
Last year, I was in awe. And this time we've got more eyes on him. More importance. They want to repeat. They want to take it further than they did last year at Ascension in Thailand. And they're looking good for it right now, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of questioning, likewise at the desk, adaptability coming into this.
What a round from him.
Running in with the neon. We've seen it.
His last shot was nice. They were the ones really nice.
Famous, where are you? You have disappeared on the jet, on the raise. He's back. He's back in towards the server, but who is still
They get the double up out as well. I guess this guy has a backup gun. Wait, he's behind everything. Outlaw makes the most sense though, yeah. He opted for the op and then he gets the backup Outlaw out.
Yeah, and into the last
and that's
round
a very smart move.
Right? So you've got a couple of Guardians in the mix, only from the shadows for them live.
Yeah, he at least did it for the first mid pick and now he's gone back. Ooh, almost flash kind of missed.
He's in a bad spot too here. Famous has managed to reposition. Now he's going to take advantage of that Blade Storm. Still alive, still kicking, and he has taken
bro, just keep the camera on this guy. He's going so
He's
crazy.
able to do it, but it simmers. Spike can be planted, waiting to hold position. It is agent v agent right now. Ooh. No information gathered, but it's not going to matter. Berserks, though, he's managed to slip the wickets here. I don't know if he's going to see it.
They saw it. They pinged it on the floor.
Now they all go for it. All
this is nice, yeah. Just go isolate the one.
One is good, though. At least he
Famous has to peek that fast.
Position now. Leviathan, Fox, two players that
It's still a nice trade.
on now. They're famous. He's got the momentum behind him. Narrowly misses those shots, and now all on the Berserks. Will it be?
This is a nice reposition from this guy. That was really good from that Omen.
So many impactful moments, and there's one.
He should have secured it with the Omen ult, though.
Have you got it in you, mate? The crowd is watching. All eyes on you. Trying to get onto
yeah, he played this really well. He's actually been not too bad. Like he's been pretty pivotal in most of them one rounds.
In that half for full sense.
3?
9-3 comebacks come
I mean, we've
for
seen
Boom,
it
so
before,
why
but
can't Full
I
Sense
would
get
say
it here
these
to push
days,
into
Ascent
overtime, right?
is
Really
relatively
well done for
even. You
Full
want to
Sense
at
get
least
those
have
kills
5
at
on
the
your
end there.
attack.
And the fact that Sushi Boys, when he's revealed by the
But we'll see.
drone, pinged out as well, just on the mini-map radar, right? Not actually by the bolt of the drone, but he gets that one kill onto Shiro. That gives his teammates the opportunity to be able to come into the site with the clutch. Leviathan as well. I question from the shadows, why is he holding onto it? Reposition. They don't know where he's gone towards whatsoever. In towards main, and then they close it out from there.
I know you haven't watched Haikyuu, but this crowd is giving me some serious vibes right now. It's so amazing to hear, like, the energy inside this place. It's always a story of wherever you send these kind of events, right? What's the crowd like? Are they going to show up? Are they going to deliver? And I think already, you know, even small in numbers, I mean, there's 2,500 people showing up for this game.
What do you think
on
is the
Saturday.
most defense-sided map?
Passion, I don't know what does. And I'm so excited to see
it's hard these days, man. Everything's pretty much attack-sided just because everyone's good at afterplant. And there's so many spam afterplants that you can do now.
Right? Aussie team JFT,
the most defensive side map.
Seen it from Full Sense. It was a close half.
Like maybe binds depending on your comp,
it was the
I guess.
Side for Full Sense that they go on right now. They got 8 rounds.
But even then,
they can definitely make a bit of a comeback in this one.
Their offense being a little bit disconnected, I think it's a prime opportunity for them to really try and bring themselves back into this one.
Split sure. Kind of got pretty 50-50 these days.
There's going to be a lot of importance for them on this pistol round as well, right? So
like last year I was trying to say that Split was defense-sided, and then every single half was like a 6-6. I'm like, well, and a lot of times like the defense would win a pistol pretty even. Damn, he's had enough with the curse, bro.
I mean, look, what did we see yesterday? Boom, 9-3 down.
Yeah, I'm loving this crowd, man.
Yeah, they're really good.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's so funny.
But yeah, look, I suppose that's something we can very briefly talk about, right? You know, the 9-3 curse, you get the pistol if you're Full Sense, you put a little bit of pace behind it.
Yeah, well, we're quick in towards this one, though, aren't we? So let's see. A bit of a B lean for Boom. Center Killjoy set up over here as well. A bit more mid-priority from Sushi Boys, but they do leave John Olsen at the back of the site just to lurk.
Dark cover, immaculate
Straight
timing
up B
here.
hit, 3 people here. My Sova with recon plays in front.
Does manage to get away though, so it's all okay. And that's an open
Good recon,
here. PDC does get one with the fragment, but now Paranoia.
Got shot insta.
Not quite investing enough into it here though. This could be timing that's bad. But John Olsen actually caught off guard, maybe peeking a little bit too early there. Fox gets one back, so it's still
something happens.
Still a moment in time.
Something happens to someone's PC.
Now they can all wrap in together. This has got to be the thing for Full Sense. They were a little bit disjointed. Now they need to be
I saw him in the either that or he's like really angry at the death. But
it settles. They're waiting for their moment, for their time, and Shiro. Again,
might be a tech pause after
this. Kept their eyes on firmly here. It's another 4 in. These shock bolts have been brilliant. And now all on the Sushi Boys. This is the thing again. Full Sense, this hesitation. They cannot let Boom get 10. But
he only had 4 bullets after the reload there, no matter what.
Up this narrative, this
I mean, that's the map done, you would imagine.
To open it right up.
Yeah.
What do you do on defense here? Is there a tech pause, or was this guy just really angry at his death?
Back of the site, waiting to see if anyone would actually clear him. He loses his teammates on the site.
Oh, he's just super angry at his death.
You know, the idea that you got to get your team back into it, right? You're the duelist. You're the one to try and get all these frags. It's not coming in. You want to build your own confidence. You get taken out, and that was a 3 versus 3 on the retake. That was just some really nice position watching to come through from Boom. Some really nice timing on the 0 point. Zespi got the dark cover as well at the end, and Sushi Boys couldn't do anything. So
big tail bug. No, I was talking about the camera.
It makes it more difficult now for Full Sense to get back in towards this one.
All 5
do they insta-stack?
That's just the simplest storyline for Boom.
That's something we saw, remember, for Boom, is Shiro taking a lot of B main space, right? Even on that pistol round. We didn't really see
Surely
it too
they
much
used just
from
the
Full
drone
Sense
or
on this
something
defensive
great.
side. You know, are we going to get the idea
Knife
that it's
goes
gotta
in,
be
hits
more
nothing.
reactive, 'cause
Damn,
that's
they
how it was a
attack
little bit
smoke
against
this to
AFC,
clear
an
wine.
unknown team technically, and
You're
how they
taking
play a
no
little bit
chances,
untoward.
but you can do this over
Nice
towards
for
A, because if you're going to hit A side anyway, you only really need one smoke.
Really worked out for Full Sense so far. Berserk's is going to pull the plug.
Yeah, this kind of makes sense though, the stack,
Put
the
all
fact
the
that they
eggs in
don't
one
actually
basket,
like
but
super
unfortunately it
prod
looks like
too
they
hard.
dropped it.
Yeah, and
Now that
they
you see
full
nothing
commit
going
with the
into the
drones.
side,
Like
I
if there
guess
was a
kind
stack
of
here,
know
they
that
would
it
have
is
run
gonna
into
be
it
that
anyway.
pistol stack
So
over
full
at
sense as you're doing the
Bravo, so you
5-stack,
can
like
fancy hard
instantly off the
content,
bat is
and you
fine.
can just set
It
up
only
to
works
essentially
against like
right now for
teams
Boom,
that
hold on to all of these
will
guns
full
for that
commit with
bonus.
this or don't like use the pistol as the human drone. The 5-stack is the right thing to do here against this team. They just got a little bit unlucky.
All they have to do is just make sure they don't drop the ball. They're gonna put the pace behind this. Just the pistols for Full Sense. It would be such a moment for them to bring this back. Fragment sort of denies the close nature.
Oh boy.
Again. I need to see the head-to-head between Famous and John Olsen.
I mean,
right
at least
now.
like the
Last
go
man standing
call
in the
came
line,
out
but
and he
will
hit the
find
he got
one,
hit by
but
the
they're
Omen
looking
flash
at
and he was
him.
like, well, I'm gonna
And he
just
will
make
be
space for
shut
them anyway. I'm still
down.
going in.
You got to see the timing actually from
At least
Boom
he's
at the back
at least
end
he's
of that
down
one
to
as
like
well.
die for the
When
cause,
flash
I guess.
drive comes
But
through from PDC, completely blinding out the players on the side. There was
It was
an
a
immediate reaction
well-timed
from
Omen
NC
flash.
Slayer to Slasher to throw his own, and it blinded all the Full Sense guys coming out of the rafters too. So just really key point to be seeing from him there. Again, I think just the cohesiveness and the coordination of this game plan is being executed.
Stop baiting people, man.
Full Sense. I mean, we're talking about it. The pistol round was essentially the round needed to get back into it. If it's not a
Go to
pistol
gamble
round
stack
and
for a
you're not getting
reason,
the second
yeah.
round, it's the bonus. You have to start this one, and it has to be clean.
You can be a little bit stressed about a 9-3, but much less so for an 11-3. Sky's definitely put up a fake comeback earlier in the online stages of a similar
And
caliber.
actually hit
but
the
I don't
alarm
know
bot
if
over
Full Sense
towards
has it in
middle
them
as
right
well.
now,
It's a lot of
and
pressure
I've been
now.
backing them since the very get-go.
Yeah, well, let's see. A little bit of scaling up through short for Boom. A bit
Yeah,
of
I
a
mean,
push
this
into
guy's
PDC, but
giving me a
unfortunately,
lot of
Setsy
confidence
with the
in that.
util
Holy
out.
hell.
Now you start to transition into the
This
side as Boom, but
PTC is crazy
immediately
confident.
Leviathan! I was
Bro.
going to say some initiative from PTC, but in the exact same flip of the coin, PTC does manage to get one and into wine, and he wants to drink, but Famous!
Damn, this
Once
guy's
more,
taken
John
over
Olsen
this map.
punished, taken down,
Fully
Jet,
taken
gift
over
all of
this
the
map.
above. PTC
Double swings, lovely.
tries to get something done, but has been shut down as well. Shiro responds. Sushi Boys and Fox.
You have to win
now
the
in this
two. You have to win the
3 versus 2 scenario,
2v3.
they're watching the line. Shiro
After doing the
cut
2v3, you got no
through
smokes for
buddy
B main.
system
I mean,
under
for A
hell.
main. How on earth do you win
They
this?
are looking to bring out the Fury. They are all focused on towards NC Slasher. Now Fox has to try clear, has to be that
Really,
1v1.
really nice, man. They look
But
so
Famous
in
once
control.
more, he's just doing his part. He doesn't even need to be the solo
Dude, the
hero.
initial
Doesn't
Silva
even need to
util
be the
dump just keeps
champion.
them tied
He's
up in
doing his
mid.
job, and
Yeah.
that's
All
the way
shutting
to the
down
retake.
his
Damn.
opposition.
It's
Yeah,
rough.
and he just had
They
to
look
remain hidden in
good.
hell there as
Like,
well.
that's the main
NC
thing,
Slasher
yeah.
position reveal when he went for the
I'm
wall
worried
bang
that
up towards
you
the
never
rafters.
really know,
The rest
but
of the team
Full
playing
Sense
for the
picking
time
this
at the back of
fast.
it.
I
Together
mean,
as a
normally
unit in
suggests that this
tandem,
is like
they make
the
sure
map
they're
they feel most
overwhelming and
confident
laying
on.
advantages.
And this is such a
Yeah.
big hit to take
Versus 5 and
after
14.
getting
I
a
would-
13-0
That is
yesterday.
a storyline in itself.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I would
John
say
Olsen
that this
really
should be
had
one
some
of their
struggles
best
on
maps
this
as a
stage.
team, at
Just the
least.
head
But
Yeah.
Right? The starting of this bracket,
see.
gorgeous, absolutely. But right now,
Minority
not so much. A bit of a
_Rick,
fast one,
thank
but
you so
Boom
much,
there.
man. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the prime, bro. Welcome into Slug Club. Thanks for that.
Maybe it's enough.
Okay,
maybe
this
it's
is a
not.
round for them.
NC Slasher
Fox is
gets
just
a
gonna
nice
clean up no matter what.
response.
They didn't clear it.
That's exactly right. Overlooking.
Okay, we'll
the
slowly
corner,
count this
the
one down,
locks.
but at its peak, it was
And it's a power
9.
position and a power play. But I need to see a few more rounds before I can even start considering this comeback story.
Yeah, and you have to be so prioritized as well with managing to hold on to enough economy going into the next round that you're not playing with lesser than you were just equipped with if a round stretches it out, right? So the fact that they actually managed to get this one over the line pretty cleanly for the B-Pop gives a little bit more of a throw and individual play towards Full Sense, but I mean, you're looking at, right, the 13-0 that they get belted in the previous series, coming in towards the opener for your lower bracket now, best of 5, and the scoreline is kind of the same ilk, right?
Go, man. Let's see what he's
It's
got.
going to have to bring in CBBK to have a discussion with them. It's
Oh,
going to have to
okay.
really just
That makes a little bit
say
more
to
sense.
them, guys, it's best of 5. I know it's a map pick right now, but it's okay, right? Figure out how to get back in towards this one. Figure out how to activate John Olsen. Or, you know, one of the sides that we're hearing from Ewok in these sort of situations as well is sometimes you do realize that you're not able to get back into it. So keep focused, don't shake, and look forward. have fun for the next one.
A 13-0 does one of two things, Komodo. I still remember on the online stage, decided to play a little bit of a warm-up game, right? Got 0-13.
That'd be crazy if they get to
fault, all right?
the final should be really fun if Boom get to the final.
The one thing it did was just fire me up, right?
Like with the crowd.
Motivation.
It might it might be the one thing that could really throw off
but it also does another
Impressor.
thing. It's that hard mental reset. It can throw you in the trash.
Probably the one thing that they haven't like experienced loads of people booing against them. Not booing, but cheering against them, I guess.
The change of their attitude towards the games was shifted immediately.
And Kai, someone in the crowd as well. Do that. All the
the
pros are in the crowd, it seems. Loads of them.
Did remove them from a bracket run as well, right? There were players on both sides right now on this stage that were present at that time.
When is Paladin Split coming back? Like mid-October. So in like what, 2 weeks? Just over 2 weeks, something like that.
And just take it one step at a time.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting time to have it simmer kind of at this moment, right? But look, even if it's a thing of where you lose out this game, you lose out this map, you think about Abyss, it is around
25 days? Oh, okay, over
I
3
think
weeks
about Abyss,
then.
And I worry for Full Sense just a little bit, but I love to actually hear it in the interview earlier with Coach Meow that they wanted to reserve it. They had a game plan of having that as a trump card essentially coming in towards this tournament too, right? And they kind of reveal it a little bit earlier to continue a run, which, is good and bad. You can figure out where you were weak, where you were strong, and it kind of lent towards where they were strong in the result.
Famous on that Clove.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Basically a duelist as it is, I suppose, right? And
well, it's the same as SK Rossi being removed from the Jet onto a different role, the Cypher, and he has a little bit more freedom to be able to roam around, right? Same kind of storyline that we can see for Famous.
Very brief technical pause coming in, but there's a little bit of a PC issue going on.
I mean,
we just focus back on this
stop
crowd,
momentum,
right?
but they also just won around, so it's like...
We had the privilege of being in the arena, Komodo, for the Boom versus Riddle game yesterday.
Yeah.
And this time it wasn't a fake comeback, right?
Well,
3-9.
let me tell you, right? The Riddle guys in that overtime, when it managed to get in towards it, you could see on the stage that they really started to look at each other, high five again, shout
they're
when
moving
the rounds
around,
were
so
coming
that's a good
against
sign.
the crowd, right? But then when Boom got around, they were really settled. For right
Okay,
now, though,
relatively
on the back
fast.
of the little timeout, thank you for being patient with us, and maybe we do get another one to come
Killjoy
on the
ult
back
set
of
up,
this round.
Killjoy
Boom do
committed.
close it here, but Full
Is
Sense
just a low buy.
right
They're gonna
utility
get
in the
onto
right
the
spot.
site.
They pushed into
Okay,
B main as
Sushi
well,
Boy
so
has to kill one.
what's necessary, but Famous is already in, right?
It's already managed to slip the wickets for Sushi Boys in
Okay.
the power position. Pushing it back, and you can hear the silence.
I mean,
Boom
that's
do not
incredible,
want this
man.
to be
Gets
a
out of there
carry
as
at all.
well. Took
Immediately
a bullet.
Fox
That was
just booked it
awesome.
through B as well to get a bit of a power position in through towards Tiles. And
The
utility.
the
Push
Omen
Boom
TP
back.
to
He doesn't
top
need to overextend.
of
He just needs to sit here.
the top
Just
of
needs to be
Jenny
an info position.
is a little bit
Powerful
mad,
change of pace,
but
though, right? If he gets
it's
taken
at
down,
least
and
it's like a
this is where that
low
rotation
buy.
comes
It's like
back
an
from
eco.
PPC,
He's trying to
but
set
John
up the
Olsen,
Jet,
he's taking down
who
Shiro in
had
the
a gun,
process.
I'm
It's
pretty
just a
sure.
3v5 here, and they're looking to slip up short.
So I respect
Spotted
that.
out, and Tiles will be denied. There we go. Looks like
They
it's going to
did.
be all
I don't think that's ever
okay
gonna
here
work.
for Fox. Berserks.
Other than a
Pretty sharp
decoy,
on
I
the shot.
guess.
We'll be able to hit one, but then traded out immediately by Leviathan.
Okay, 2 in a row.
But I don't even think we can talk about the economic game anymore, Komodo, right? Because they're just so far ahead.
You still will need to, though, when it comes to Full Sense, right? They still just have to make sure they're playing with the pass bucks. 3 at least, juggling guns if they need to get all these abilities up. This is where a little bit of strength will be a boon to them, though, with their ultimates that will come online. But again, I just like the adjustments that Full Sense are doing on this defensive side and the small sample set that we have in this map already. It's something that we were seeing on Boom. They were always changing on the defensive side, being unpredictable. I love that when it comes to these mirror compositions for the map that's been in the pool for the longest, that you are still just seeing teams get the right timing, get the right positioning. Speaking of...
Oh,
he's got the space, though.
Great scan. You're exactly right. Doesn't have to call the audible.
Yeah, he
Now
saw
Zare
him.
spots him out.
No
So
way
that's the information
repicking
gathered
this.
and pushing them away.
Do they do instant reaction?
mid,
Know that they
alarm
took
bot
2
with
to
Fox
take
to
over
protect
towards A main, so they insta-called to head over towards B.
But it puts a bit of more priority onto the players on the site now.
Great sharp
Oh,
shot from
smoke.
Fox, holding from defender side at spawn, and now as that owl drone goes out, Shiro baby
They
caught
did his
between a
first
rock and a
original
hard
smoke,
place
go
here.
for a
Sushi Boy trying
default,
to
I
gather
guess,
information.
sure.
This time does have Leviathan to join him. It will be a 2 versus
Did the
3
Jet
on
not
this
have
side
smokes?
unless Fox gets the catch here. He's already in for 2, but that dark cover will continue to hold him back.
All the dark. from both sides.
Yeah.
Maybe they just timed it wrong. I imagine the Jet
use
smokes.
Now that Aldrone can come on in, so the door has been closed. It simmers for a second. You know, every good thing comes with time here, Komodo. Zess looking to try and poise himself and set up for success here. That's a great time of the Nano Swarm. And another dark cover. Zess, again, has had so much impact with this utility set. Berserks, that's one step forward, but it's going to be Sushi Boys.
At least
and
Sushi
Fox
Boys
again.
didn't overstep on this
They
one.
are
He did
some
pretty
of
good.
the veterans here, Komodo. They've been on this big stage at the tier 1 level.
I mean, this
as
would be
well,
wild.
And maybe that experience can carry
That's
them
another
forward.
buy round,
Oh,
force
they've
them down to
definitely
an
got the hunger to
eco.
bring it back, right? They are the ones what feels like dragging the team through the mud a little bit in the opening map of a best of 5. They've got time to still settle things with the squad to see what's going to be working.
Oh, okay, it was a
now,
smoke.
In the right positioning, I highlight it right.
Ah,
the
damn,
alarm
that's
bot, an
unlucky.
immediate thing from Fox.
Something special, even if they lose this one, a bit of momentum can carry them into the next one, right?
A couple of rounds at
That's
the
all
end
they
of it.
need.
A couple of rounds to just say, all right, we're getting something. We're realizing how to adapt to what Boom are throwing at us.
Okay, Jet knives
And
with
they've
the
gone
backup
forward
Bucky.
again.
Backup
0
Bucky.
point will force them away.
And I mean, we've seen this do
Same
magic
idea from
before.
Full Sense with the Killjoy utility over towards the B site and mid for a little bit of
Oh,
early
that
information.
sucks.
John Olsen retaining the operator. Sushi Boys for the spam with the Odin. If a retake is needed, you do have the Hunter's Fury and Lockdown as well, so there's the right piece
Bro,
here
this
for
is
Full
skin.
Sense to continue.
Why is it always
Rounds
this
is starting
skin?
to find, and I'll even add it, it is against the pistols for Boom, right?
Single mistake is all it takes as well
That
for
is true.
Boom to close this one, right? And I think
The
you know, this
Jogamo,
could be
yeah,
a
it is
thing
the
where they
Jogamo skin.
potentially start to get into
That
their head a
clip
little
is
bit.
so outrageous.
Turret in through B main
That
as
drop down
well, but
door
when
kill
it
is
goes
just so
down, that'll be the
crazy.
timing for potentially PDC to find the space, but there's nothing to suggest that there isn't a trap laying around it at the moment from Boom. Start to again pivot towards this A site. waiting for
Is
the
he not just going to
utility
eat
to then
the
clear through retreat.
knife?
Gotta be so careful here. They're set up for success right now.
Okay.
Full Sense.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be a challenge for them.
Well.
Gets one. Fox able to respond nicely, but it's okay when Fox is there. He's going to be able to push it back.
Oh,
John
chill,
Olsen
man.
straight
Chill,
back on
chill, chill.
towards the line, but he is denied for just a split second. And now he's looking back forward. I mean, there's still an opportunity for them to do this, but Full Sense is set up again.
Oh,
There's
that's a good
lockdown.
Killjoy. Oh,
So
look at the
much
time they got to
crucial
commit
time
to the
whilst the plan
plant,
starts
and then
to go
everyone
down,
else has
and
to
I
get
love
out of
this
there.
from Sushi Boys
Oh, and
as
he's
well.
wait,
The lineup
he's got the
towards
molly
line.
lineup for here.
A lot of investment here, but they're just not looking to make any of those
Oh, boy.
mistakes. They don't want to fail at all. They want to ensure
Okay,
that
it's
they
not a great
100%
molly lineup,
absolutely
not gonna
every
lie
single
to you,
one of these
but
rounds and onto the defuse.
if that was a good
Sushi
molly
Boys,
lineup,
PDC
that's
to
a different.
close. And that
That's a
is
different one.
another step forward. It's a mountain that they have to
It
overcome.
has a little bit of
but
safety
all
there.
you can do is start.
An interesting one from Zespi at the
It
end
was an
there
eco.
to use the ult to get out of the lockdown.
I think if Boom tries
he
to
only has the
rush in
Sheriff, so,
again,
I mean,
probably goes all the way up to
you know,
12-10 or
it
something
wasn't
like that.
likely that he was
Yeah,
gonna be able
this
to
is
pick
a-
up the
this is a
round at
good
the end
timeout.
there. Probably
Get
not.
in.
Yeah, yeah.
Could've used
4 in a
it
row.
around a
4 in a
little
row
bit
is a
later,
lot.
Probably, but right now.
Yeah, it
that's
just
not
felt
what
like the other
matters for them.
rounds,
They've
like
got
as
a
soon
gun
as
round
they
to be
got caught on
presented.
one
They've
side, they were
got
just
a
like, go, go,
timeout
go,
here.
like
Yeah.
try to use
Have a
number
bit of a chat.
advantage.
Just insta
Because they
react,
have
yeah.
found that point, right? They will start to realize what Full Sense were doing in these last 4 rounds that was working for them. What Boom needs to adjust. They've tried fast, they've tried slow, but on the fast ones, there's been a bit more of a stacking to come through from
Yeah, they
Full
got the
Sense
best
as well,
ults, though.
right? So
Sova
it
ult,
might just
Killjoy
come
ult.
back to what Meow could figure out at the
Mhm.
moment to get back in towards this.
There's a difference between technical coaching, mental coaching, and this is where we need to ensure that the mental doesn't live up to the namestay. They have to keep their temper.
I mean, I think probably you
to
can do
make
something
sure
even
they
as simple
are
as just use
cool,
Killjoy, see
calm,
if
and
it
collected.
baits out the Hunter's Fury or not,
Poise
depending on
is
that.
going to be
Either
Yeah.
push in
here
or,
for Boom.
yeah, just go to the other side and
And you
use your
start to
Hunter's
think
Fury.
about that scoreline difference, and
Full Sense
when you've
have
got that continued streak
KO
behind you,
and Sova ult, right?
that
So they kind
tailwind
of
that Full
kind of
Sense
Yeah, I
are
think
bringing
so.
to the map.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you
They've
kind
got
of have to
one more
bait it a
pause
little
as
bit.
well. Boom have now expired both.
Yeah, but if we get into overtime...
Or you just do the madness here and just four-person walk into spawn on attack. I love that. When everyone's expecting you to use like your ults on the mains.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's good.
But the fact that they're still able to just bounce back when they are so far down in this map as well. You lost the pistol, you lost the secondary rounds. You know, things are starting to feel in the arena that Boom are going to be able to close this one. Nice.
What's up, Sheriff? How we done?
The crowd has gone pretty quiet is all I'll say.
Oh, really?
The closer
Nice.
we've gotten to some of these rounds,
Who's going, Sheriff?
the closer the scoreline gets.
Yeah. So now we'll see for Boom on the back of this timeout what the changes actually are. For Sense is pretty much the same, actually, right?
Yeah, stock
utility
standard.
through mid and B. A little bit of toing and froing with how they want to position PDC and how they want to maneuver Fox to set him up for a Hun's Fury if there is a very fast play to come through from Boom when they do recalibrate around the map.
Odin Sun, yeah. Did they? I mean, this makes a lot of sense from Boom. They call it timeout. They're expecting Full Sense to go a little bit aggro, especially as they got like knives and stuff. So they decide to hold just a passive default, wait for that to happen. Nothing happened, now they're gonna group up here. If they kill Joy ult, it's gonna get cancelled by this. So do they just enter site?
Set themselves up to go in for the
without anything? I mean, this guy's so voting.
Something that you know you practice in scrims in these scenarios.
He's going to have to sort of reposition for this
overall
now.
For the hit.
And he's actually managed to get in here, Famous.
Oh, it's nice, man. They did the main thing. They got through. This was kind of cool. And you know what happens as well? Full Sense, as soon as this guy throws the knife, and they know it's the knife on the floor and not the knife on the roof, they know the KO is here, so the KO can't cancel the Sova ult.
Entering back in. I don't think they're going to slow down here, Komodo. They're going to try and put this time pressure on, but there's so many angles that they need to clear. That lockdown will be forced in, but PTC makes it another. And now walking on in, it will be Shiro to deny, but Sushi Boy's down under the side.
Yeah, I mean, they did good on the timeout here. This was nice. Yeah, they were gonna Sova ult from back here anyway, just to get over towards the site.
And I can only imagine the words from Meow. Hey guys, just go kill and get it done.
At least Full Sense got a little bit of confidence here at the end here.
We know from Zest as well,
they got enough rounds that
the
confidence should be a lot better than it was in the first half.
in the kill department right now. It has